everyone, for today's video we're talking about dungeons, everything you need to know about the brand new feature over in OP Blocks Skyblock realm. It is brand new to season 20 and dungeons is a huge part of the game to get extra boosts, relics and so much more. Before we jump into the video, please drop a like right now, which is the big thumbs up button. Also, please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and let me know in the comment section if this video helped you. Now let's jump into it. Okay, so you're in game and the first command you're going to do is warp dungeon, and this will take you to the hub of the portal where you can essentially go on into the dungeon's hub. Once you're in the dungeon's hub, you will arrive to something like this. Now you can see here the commands to create a party. You can do departy, create, and you can then invite players. You can have a total of 4 players in this party. They don't have to be on your island. They can be a solo player or a different team island member. It does not matter. Once you have done your dungeon run, you can disabandon your dungeon team / party and you can make another one with another group of friends. So you're not committed to sticking with these people for like 24 hours. It's purely just for one run. One run of dungeons is approximately a 20-minute timer. The first thing you're going to want to do is come over to the merchants and you're going to go ahead and click the merchant here like this. This is basically the shop where you can trade all of the stuff that you receive once you've completed a successful run. But in here, you're going to need to go ahead and select Dungeon Sword. It is free, it doesn't cost anything, and obviously the more dungeons that you do, the more items that you get to trade back, and the end goal is to essentially get the higher ranked sword, which helps you get more rewards and succeed much better at dungeons. Everything else, things like armor, etc., will also help you, and then you also have the nice ability to trade for keys or totems, as well as attribute rolls, which are really important this season. But essentially, come on over here and collect that dungeon sword. Once you have that dungeon sword, which looks like this, my inventory's a little bit of a mess right now, then you're essentially going to come on over, and when you, either if you're running it solo or with your team already, head over to this purple bit, and essentially you're going to click on the NPC and that will begin your run. Now, a couple of disclaimers to add on this run is it's 20 minutes is what your timer is. If you go past 20 minutes, you essentially do not get any rewards. But you can continue for as long as you want. As we saw me on stream, I took about 25 minutes just on the parkour level previously. But 20 minutes or less and you will get rewards. So let's click on the NPC and start this run. So the first room that you come into is the zombie room. Now, if you look up in the sky, you'll see how many you need to kill, and it is 15 per person. So obviously, if you have 2 people in your party, then it will be 30 zombies to kill between you all. It's not per person, it's as a group, but 15 zombies individually. Once you've killed all of these, you're essentially going to go over to the wooden door, and that will open and unlock the second room. It's also worth noting that if you do die while killing these zombies, you don't lose your items, but you will go in spectator mode, and it takes about 30 seconds where you can run around, watch your other members. Obviously, if you're solo, it's a bit meh, but you have a 30-second cooldown, and then you come back in and you carry on. Your progress doesn't pause, it essentially continues and carries on. Okay, so room 2 is parkour. Now, I kind of like to go into this mode here, F5. This is difficult. I'm going to be honest. This probably took me about 3 or 4 hours to record this jump and get this within the dungeon time. It's really, really difficult. What I would say is kind of watch, especially on this part where I'm jumping, as to where you kind of need to be positioning yourselves. And then I can't believe I managed to do this. Honestly, it's insane. This last jump, you need a double jump to get across it. Please watch that, rewatch that double jump. The next room is then the Wither Skeleton area, and essentially the goal of this is to kill 2 golden Wither Skellies. I can't believe I had 2 in this room. This is like the jackpot of all jackpots, because sometimes you'll run into a room and there won't be a single one. You then have to kill the normal Wither Skeletons, and then eventually a golden one will spawn. I got extremely lucky because now I ended up with 3 in the room, which is just crazy. But it's essentially you need to kill 2 of these golden wither skeletons per person in your party. So again, if you've got 2 people, it's 4 of those skeletons. So then go into the next room. Now for the maze, you're going to go down straight down the middle and follow this round the corner. This doesn't change, so it's the same run each time. You're going to go straight ahead, do not turn, keep going straight ahead, follow this round, and then follow this round again. There is a little bit of parkour on this one, but honestly this parkour is 10 times easier than the previous room. It's also worth noting if you die on this level or the parkour room, there's no spectator cooldown mode. You instantly can just retry again, which is really nice. You also don't need to kill the mobs in this room, just kind of get through the room, get to the other door essentially is what you're trying to end goal here. Follow this path that I'm doing. The path does not change at all. And then the next room is this bridge. Now, what I would say, after we glitch out a little, is this bridge is tricky. The creepers do blow up, and also TNT also drops down. The end goal of this room is to essentially kill 10 mobs. It can be any 10 mobs. If you hit a creeper but don't kill the creeper and the creeper blows up and does damage to other mobs, those ones will not count towards your kill levels. So you will need to do 10 mobs and then make it to the other side of the bridge. TNT also falls down. It does blow up on you. This one, again, if you do die, has that 30-second spectator cooldown mode. So just be cautious of that. And our final room is the boss. Now there are 4 pillars. There is purple, blue, red, and green. And essentially what you need to do is run on over to the pillar. When it becomes active, you need to whack the trap door in the center. You'll notice that the damage starts to go down on this, and the boss will begin to appear and start to chase you. Don't try to kill the boss yet. You'll need to deactivate all the pillars. So do all the damage on the pillars. And then once that is done, that's when you then hit the mob. So go around, whack them all, and then start to kill the mob. If you try to kill a iron golem first, aka the mob, without doing the pillars, essentially the pillars are regenning him at all times. So he's going to be extremely difficult to kill. This room is doable as a solo person. As we can see, I've actually done this a couple of times solo now, which is really good. This is also the last room. It is one of them rooms, though. If you do die, you are in spectator mode for 30 seconds before you can respawn in. And you can see here my duration time, actually world record, 9 minutes, considering I actually had to redo parkour about 3 times on this cliff, and I redid the maze twice, and somehow this is a 9-minute run, which is insane. But you can see target time. If your duration is over that 20-minute period, honestly, I would just abandon this run, go back to spawn, and then try again. Oh, and that is the video, guys. In terms of what rewards I got for that run, I got some coins, as we can see on the sidebar, and actually over in my overflow, which is very messy right now, but I got 2 defender essences. There are ways to get relics from this. I'm yet to get one of those. I haven't been that lucky, but it is a lot of fun. It is tricky. I would like to see staff make a few changes to the parkour level. I think we need ladders or something, because it is definitely tricky. And again, like I said, I've probably spent about 3 or 4 hours trying to perfect this run for the video. So on that note, please give it a thumbs up right now, and please don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Let me know what other type of videos you want to see, and I'll see you in another video very soon, but goodbye for now.